YouTube, how we doing, family? It's your boy, yo! And this is another episode of the Ballpark Show. I go through every MLB game every day and try and narrow it down to the plays that I personally see the most value in. Today's Wednesday, July 23rd. I have 4 games and 4 props at the end, so stick around. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your favorite game in the comment section below. Without further ado, let me get into today's recap. Recapping yesterday, we cashed our highlighted play of the day. We took the Colorado Rockies on the money line against the St. Louis Cardinals. I like the matchup against Fetty. He doesn't have the best expected numbers, and we saw that play out last night. The Rockies got 6 earned runs by the 3rd inning, and they won it 8-4, covering the reverse run line. We're now 13-5 on all highlighted plays. You see the plus money, and I just look to keep that momentum rolling. Sorry for the late upload. I had a busy day yesterday, but I'll definitely have them up earlier moving forward. Let me get you the plays. Without further ado, let's get into today's games. In our first matchup, we have the San Diego Padres in Miami taking on the Miami Marlins. Padres are minus 149 on the money line, and the total is 8 runs. On the mound, we have Dylan Cease going for SD, and we have Sandy Alcantara going for Miami. Cease already has a considerably lower ERA coming into this one, and the expected numbers tell me he'll continue to improve as the season goes on. Sandy has a 7.14 ERA, and he's somehow still expected to regress. The Marlins offense has been better than the Padres over the last 30 days, but I don't expect that to continue moving forward just based on their lineup. The Padres have a big bullpen advantage. They currently have the best pen in the league, and I think we see something like a 4-1 Padres win. The better starting pitcher, better lineup on paper, and far superior bullpen. We're also getting some value since the Marlins have been so hot. We're taking the Padres laying the 1.5 runs. You can find it for plus 120 odds as our first highlighted selection. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the Detroit Tigers in Pittsburgh taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Tigers are minus 148 on the money line, and the total is 8.5 runs. On the mound, we have Troy Melton making his season debut for Detroit, and we have Bailey Falter going for Pittsburgh. Melton has really good minor league stats, and it might be crazy to say, but I believe in his potential more than what I know I'll get from Bailey Falter. He has a 4.5 expected ERA, and this Tigers lineup has hit him up in the past. They have great head-to-head offensive numbers. The Pirates just stacked 2 wins in a row against Detroit. I don't think they make it 3 tonight. Melton keeps us around 3 earned runs, and the Tigers cover the run line. We're taking the Tigers laying the 1.5 runs. You can find this one for plus 115 odds as our next selection. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the St. Louis Cardinals in Colorado taking on the Colorado Rockies. Cardinals are minus 185 on the money line, and the total is 11 runs. On the mound, we have Andre Palante going for St. Louis, and we have Kyle Freeland going for Colorado. Looking at their current ERAs and expected numbers, I actually think Kyle Freeland is a slightly better option coming into this one. He's been solid in his last few outings, and we should continue to see improvement as the season progresses. He obviously has the Coors Field experience, and I know you guys see the Rockies offense heating up over the past couple weeks. We're getting a nice plus money price at plus 153, and I think it's worth another shot. We're taking the Rockies on the money line as our next selection. Let's move. In our last and final matchup, we have the Oakland Athletics in Texas taking on the Texas Rangers. Rangers are minus 139 on the money line, and the total is 8.5 runs. On the mound, we have JP Sears going for Oakland, and we have Patrick Corbin going for Texas. Corbin currently has the better numbers on paper, but he's expected to have a higher ERA than Sears by the end of the season. That means we should see the 2 pitchers headed in different directions. The A's offense has shown up in spots recently, and personally, I trust JP Sears. He can hold them to 1 or 2 earned runs. The Rangers bullpen has been elite. That makes me nervous, but I think the A's offense hits up Corbin enough to win this game. We're getting a decent price at plus 116. We're taking the Athletics on the money line as our second highlighted selection. All right, guys, let me get you these props and we'll be in and out of here. First, we're taking Manny Machado of the San Diego Padres to get 1 run or RBI. Guy's been model of consistency, has a good placement in the lineup, and I expect a big day from the Padres. Next, we're taking Kyle Tucker of the Chicago Cubs to get 2 or more bases. He's making a ton of hard contact, but he hasn't got a hit in a few games, so I think he's somewhat due. Next, we're taking Cody Bellinger of the New York Yankees to also get 2 or more bases. Bellinger's been rising like a phoenix out of the flames. He's gotten his season average up to a 2.85. He's been hot, to say the least. For our final selection, we're taking Brent Rooker of the Oakland Athletics to get 1 run or RBI. He's the A's best hitter, and I expect them to get to Patrick Corbin in a big way. And that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. 13-5 on all highlighted plays, and the show must go on. Let's get back in that win column and start a streak today. I appreciate your support so much. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy, yo! And until the next one, I'm going to catch y'all. Peace.